I need to ask a favor of you. Take a good look at me. How old do you think I am? Take about, 12, 20 seconds and look at me and just guess. And comment below. Comment. And tell me how old you think I am. That would really, really help me. When I was just do it right now. Just comment a number. How old do you think I am? When I was, how old did she say I was? She said 2. Yeah. No, 3. My mother told me a story of when I was 3 years old, and I still talked like a little baby, and I I just didn't quite speak right yet. I was just a little toddler, you know. She said that she took me to the park one day, and some lady came up to her, some random stranger lady came up to her and suggested a therapist to her. And she goes, a therapist for what? She goes, well, for your daughter and her learning disabilities. And she goes, my daughter doesn't have learning disabilities. And she's like, oh. And my mom finally goes, what made you think she did? And he goes, oh, she just doesn't quite talk right for a girl her age. She goes, how is a 3-year-old supposed to talk? And then he goes, oh, she's 3? She's 3? I thought she was like, 8 or 9. And maybe I'll add in a picture of what it looks like at 3. And you tell me if I look like a normal 3-year-old. So, that was the first story I have of people thinking I was a lot older than I really, really am. And have you commented yet how old you think I am? I just really want to know if it's just people I run into or if I really look old. So I used to all the time, when I was 7, 8, 9, I would go into some, at church a lot. We'd have stuff happen in the kids' class, and the teachers would say to me, you need to act more your age. You're supposed to set an example for these kids, because you're one of the older ones, and yeah. And I'd look around and I'd be like, I'm one of the youngest kids here. What are you talking about? I need to set an example because I'm the oldest. And I'd look around and, there's these kids that are in my older brother's class or even older than my brother. And I'm thinking, I'm supposed to set an example for that. I know, set a good example, but it's just people always thought that I was older. So there was a time when I was a teenager, and I was at work, and this lady says to me, it's around September, it's time for going back to school, and somebody says to me, oh hey, how many kids you got going to school this year? I go, oh, I don't have any kids yet. And they go, oh, really? Well, aren't you like 30 something? Shouldn't you be like, are you married at least? And I was like, I'm only a teenager. And yeah. So, how old do you think I am?